I'm just so pretty. I run this city. I came to party, here to show you how it's done. I look so damn good at the 411. Come a little closer, let me spill the tea.
Hey beautiful people, welcome to this very special edition of Her Circle Talks. It's actually my birthday edition, and I'm sitting here with some incredible women. They are actually friends of mine. They are also fellow entrepreneurs. They are amazing women that are creatives as well as community leaders. I'm so excited and so honored to have all three of you here with me, my girls. Now listen, I didn't get to do the birthday thing. I had this elaborate plan. Birthday, I was like gonna have streamers and balloons, confetti. We're gonna do all the things. I ran out of time. So one of the things that I do get to say though in this space is that it's still a celebration. It's a celebration that I get to experience in this space with these women. And I just have a heart full of gratitude for what this year has looked like for me. And I want to be able to just engage in authentic conversation with my girls and just talk about what that has been. I want to share something very personal. This year started in February with the finalization of my divorce. And of course, you guys have been here with me. You ladies have been here with me through that. And thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
But one of the things is I thought that the rest of the year was going to be trauma filled. But what I found that in this month, that 98% of it has been triumphs. Because God has shown himself in my life through triumphant things all year long. And only 2% of trauma. Now, don't get me wrong, the trauma has been real. It has been pain and there has been hurt, but there has been a lot of healing. And I wanted to be able to just, say that the way that God shows up has been through being able to be here in the showroom alongside you all, to have true relationships, to build relationships that we have together and individually. I know I have special relationships with each of you. Right? And God showing up through my work in recovery, through just being able to pour into others and for people to pour into me. And that's a place that you all three hold in my life, to have you poured into me this year. So I wanted to ask you a couple of questions. First of all, tell me who you are. You ain't got to tell me, I know.
Okay.
But let's talk about who you are, what's your business, and one thing that has been a triumph this year for you.
We're starting with me.
I guess so.
Okay. So I am Tunisia Burns, owner of Zia's Gifts and More. I offer custom gift baskets, purses, hats, accessories. I am new to entrepreneurship. Been about a year, almost a year. And what was your last question? What
was one of your triumphs over this in 2025?
Embracing retirement.
Wow. Oh, that's big. Retirement. Come on, retire early.
Because people look at retirement, oh, I can't wait to get there. And I was one of those people. But I kind of spiraled once I got there because it threw me out of my norm. And then I had a beautiful lady reach out to me. Girl, get out of that house. And hence, here I am in the showroom amongst these beautiful women.
How exciting. That's truly exciting.
Yes. So,
Thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
How about you, Beauty?
My name is April McCluster. I am the owner of A Couture Fashion Boutique right here in the showroom. And I've been in business now since October of 2022. Started out at home, and like Tunisia has already stated, I saw Kawambi on Facebook, and she was saying that she needed someone that specialize in curvy ladies attire, which I specialize in that, and I also have a line that caters to everybody, every woman, not just curvy ladies. So when I saw that, that was an opportunity because I wanted to take advantage of that because I always wanted a storefront anyway, but I didn't want to do it by myself.
Yeah.
So God opened that door, and I reached out to her, and she opened the door and said, yeah, sure, come. And we talked, and here I am. I've been here since November of 23, I think.
Yeah.
So actually this month I'm celebrating
2 years. Yay! Celebration.
So,
All right.
yeah, so just I didn't even realize it till we just got
Time
talking.
flies.
So time really flies, and it has truly been a blessing. And I would say like one of my triumphs this year is just I've learned to take care of me, and I'm still learning because I'm a nurse practitioner by career. So my job, I'm taking care of everybody else, and I tend to like overthink and start like in the middle of the night. I can't hardly sleep because I'm worried about, okay, but did you do the right thing or did you make the right decision for this patient? And then I forget about me. So this year has been a year where I said, okay, I'm gonna take some time for myself also. So I started getting my hair done. As y'all can see, I got a new look. Normally I usually do custom wigs or something like that, but this year I want to be free.
Yeah.
I want to, just feel free.
Yeah.
So I cut my hair. I go get my nails done. I go get my feet done. So yes, it's more about me this year. It's been more about me this year. Instead of just, investing in myself, instead of just investing into everybody else.
That's exciting. That's exciting. Pouring into your own cup, right?
Right.
Well, tell us about you.
Okay, I'm Kawambi, and I'm the owner of the showroom. The showroom has been in existence since 2021. We started out as in a suite, small suite, then moved to a bigger suite and came here to this storefront. And I think one of my triumphs is pivoting and embracing that, and just being able to collaborate with women like you all. Like, it's like every day is a triumph for me because I get to hear the success stories. I get to be in the midst of everything, and I'm just excited to be in this space and that you all said yes. So yeah, that's me.
Well, thank you for that. I hear so many themes of the theme of, embracing things for yourself, showing up in ways that we haven't shown up before. And, one of the things that I think about this year is that I've gotten to show up for me differently and carry. There's a difference in wounds and scars, right?
Right.
And so, I get to carry the childhood wounds differently, so the scars will come, and the scars just show the healing. I've gotten to be able to walk in a healed space, though there's more healing
Right.
to be obtained. To be able to walk in a more healed space, and to find out that, geez Louise, it's still more to go, right? Sometimes we want to be fixed, and we want to just like, oh, I'll be so glad when that's over and everything is just going to be, but there's always the next, right? Because life keeps lifing,
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
no matter what.
Yes, it does.
So this year, have you all experienced any unexpected blessings? I'll start with you, Kawambi.
Oh. Unexpected blessings. Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah, like so I think most of my unexpected blessings just come through people. Being able to connect with people and not thinking that I'm giving you know, like, okay, I just want to be a support, but the unexpectedness is when they pour back, right? So I've encountered people along my journey that I'm thinking that the more I give, you know, it just makes me feel good to be able to pour out, but to get the pour in, it's definitely unexpected because, you know, I'm not looking for it, but it's a blessing. It's always a blessing. So I love connecting and I love pouring, but I love when people are able to pour back into me.
God seems to know how to do that, though.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I have this purpose, and I want to walk in this purpose, and when we think we figured it out, and it's like we just take out running, and sometimes that also ends up being a space where I forget about me. Like April, you were sharing that this year you prioritize your own self-care and you defined it. It wasn't defined by anyone else. It was April defined, and I'm sure divinely ordered, you know, because I know that you are a woman of God.
Yes.
And share something about some unexpected blessings.
Well, I can say like over the past since like 2008, my husband has been working nights, and that was a prayer that I had. I was like, Lord, I just pray that you'll bless him to where he can be on days, because I know he got tired of it because he works hard. He never complains. He'll go to work, and sometimes he'll work an hour before time. And I'm thankful that he was able to successfully achieve his goal of becoming a day shift worker.
Come on,
So he's been,
yes.
since September now, he's been working days. So I'm just excited about, you know, that opportunity to at least be able to hug my husband at night and for him to be, you know, right beside me at night instead of being there by myself and being alone. And just, you know, just think about it. 2008, 2025, that's 17 years of our marriage that he's mostly worked all night. So prayers answered.
That's right.
And I feel like that's a blessing.
For sure, a blessing. Oh God, that is a blessing. And you know what, God honors, you know, loves when we are able to acknowledge when, you know, what he's doing in our life, no matter how big, how small, because if the more I seek God, the more I can see him. So I see him in the small things. Whereas sometimes I used to have the propensity to just say things were by happenstance or something. But it has to be intentional for me. So that is definitely a prayer answer. For sure. Come on. Husband at home. Come on. All right. Now y'all gotta figure out if y'all want to get along, huh? No, just kidding. How about you, T?
Well, I would say my unexpected blessing would be the sisterhood. And I always come back to the showroom because this year, as I stated earlier, going into retirement took me into a change. But to be able to collaborate and have a relationship with so many women has been a blessing. And I would not have, that was unexpected. Because we all know people say, oh, you get a group of women together, it's going to be drama. Mind you, we are all mature women, but I think there has to be a respect of each other's personality and, you know, the changes we're going through. But the sisterhood itself, it's a happy place. And, you know, I have a small circle of friends that I've always had, but the sisterhood that has been created here has been very unexpected, but such a blessing because I just feel a connection, you know, and I love it. And it has really been good for me because even my son realized it. He said, I'm so glad you going out to dinner with your girls. And he said, then he was like, I never thought I would see my mama on social media.
Oh, wow.
Doing videos and pictures. And he was like, that's my mama. So the sisterhood and the relationship that has come about by being a part of the showroom has really, really been an unexpected blessing for me.
That happened.
Oh,
Yes.
that is encouraging, and I think you stole what my response was gonna be. But anyway, no. But I along the same vein is for me, the unexpected blessing is unexpected because of how the Lord has expanded it exponentially. And that's the blessing of community. And what that means with this year, again, I thought that this would be a year that I didn't know how I was going to make it through. I know that. And so God blessed me with pockets of women. And there are, other people as well that I've been blessed with, but pockets of women that there's a special place, like in the showroom, really, to be able to really be like sisters. There is, we have conflict resolution. We have therapy sessions.
Yes.
We have parties.
Prayer.
We have prayer.
Yes.
We have family gatherings.
Yes.
We support one another, and we collaborate. And so for me, one of the things in my recovery has been, the opposite of addiction is connection.
Right.
And connection has been the strength, one of the foundations of how I get to continue to stay sober, continue to walk in a space of wholeness. But in community, I have my girlfriends from that I think you've met, T, you may have met one of them from 30, 40 years ago, but Kwame got to meet all of them. April, I don't think you've gotten to meet them yet. But I have that group of girlfriends that I grew up with, and then I have you all. Then I have my girls in the recovery community that God's blessed me with. I have the people, actually co-workers, that I have people that I've never met before from that just send these messages of encouragement, because sometimes I feel like I get weary, right, in the things. I'm like, people get tired of looking at me on social media. They get tired of hearing me being a hope dealer. But then it never fails. Someone always says, don't stop.
Right.
Someone always says, they will send a message somehow and say, keep doing what you're doing. And that's only me getting in my head, right?
Yes.
Most definitely.
Us all. We all have that negative somewhere, and it's almost like you said, everybody has their we always try to contradict ourselves, or just try to find a reason why not to do it, or why should I, all these whys and questions. But what triumphs that is the truth, first of all, in your reason, and just the people in your circle that always keep pushing you and keeping you motivated. So those things are so essential. So I'm glad you have that, we have that, and that it's like a full circle and we keep it rotating.
And then I think about too, like when, like some days when I come in here, I don't feel like doing nothing but this one right here. Go get them heels. Go get them shoes.
Oh, you go
Get this outfit on. Oh, you gonna model today. So I'm like, come on, man. I do not feel like modeling today.
But before it's over, we have made an experience.
That's right.
Everybody feels
an
You got the
experience.
That's
music
right.
blasting.
That's right.
Oh, you know.
And so I think y'all know.
Yes.
Just recently.
What we have to know is that if Kawambi is in the showroom, it doesn't matter who you are. You are liable to be in a video. There may be an opportunity that you're captured in your outfit. Listen, this is an experience in itself, but it's all in good fun, and also something happens when it's therapeutic.
It is. Now that it is.
Something happens when we play dress up. Right? And not playing dress up in the manner of wearing masks.
Right.
Because sometimes, I do know that at this point, I intentionally have taken off the mask. And I'm trying to be whoever I am. And I might not be the same person tomorrow, right? I mean, there are hints or remnants of who, but taking off the mask. And so when we get to dress up, that's intentional instead of a defense mechanism.
Right.
Like, what areas do you think about where, you've had to wear a mask in life?
Yeah. work, you know, in the business world, you know, making sure you know, stay within the guidelines of what people, you know, expect. What are your direct orders? Like, you have to stay in that, even though your character may be a little bit more, you know, fun and you want to get in that lane, but you definitely have to keep it like in that. So I mean, you could say kind of you feel like you're wearing a mask, but you just have to make sure you stay in that zone and not get too far over, you know, into who your true authentic person is outside of business. You know, like here we can do business, we can be friends, we can, it's all of that, but you can't take that everywhere you go. So, yeah.
It's like, you know, you have to, sometimes well, in the years of me working in corporate America, never could I ever be authentic, nor did I really know much about who I really was, because I was used to wearing a mask and putting on a facade and going on stage every day and then coming off stage every night when I get home. And so the workplace is one place. How about relationships? Have any of you ever had to wear masks in relationships before?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Definitely.
And I think that when we say relationships, that goes across whether it was intimate relationships or just relationships with other women, or even when you are in ministries, you know, because, you know, we want to please and we want to do things in order, but sometimes you have to put that mask on and be like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and do this, even though I'm not feeling this. And we, you know, we're kind of contradicting ourselves when we do put those masks on. So yeah, I think it goes across, you know, different levels as to where we do that.
I agree. I definitely agree completely.
I think it's seasons. You know, we've had our past seasons in those areas, and then you get to a place of, I'm not wearing a mask. Like I just exclude myself from that, you know, so that I can be authentically me in every space with the, you know, with guidelines, but not, you know, so much of doing things that I just know it's gonna make me feel very uncomfortable. Sometimes we just have to say no.
Right.
And I've learned to say no and be okay with it because of why, you know, why I said no, and being okay, just being okay with it and moving on. And some spaces are for a reason, for a season, and then you move on.
And I think saying no without feeling obligated to say why I said no.
No, period.
Right. Because I think we had a conversation after the lip party, and we were saying, and I said, you didn't come to me, you should have asked me. And you're like, well, I know you have so much. And I said, I'm past the time. There was a time that had you asked me, I would have said yes, because I felt like because you asked, I had to say yes. But where I am now, you know, I'm going to look at my schedule, look at, you know, what my priorities are. And if I can be that help to you, then yes, I will. But just because you ask, I don't necessarily feel obligated to say yes. And I think that goes back to the part where we're looking out for self. And it's okay to be selfish sometimes.
Absolutely.
You know, because we have to look out for self if we are going to be there for everybody else that's going to need us.
Yeah.
So.
It speaks to, so when we talk about the mask and then taking the mask off, and then you were saying something about being uncomfortable, though we grow in discomfort, but there's a difference in being uncomfortable when you have to be someone that you are not.
Right.
And being able to say no. It sounds like, to me, it's finding your voice. I believe that this year has been a year where I have been able to find my voice more. Now, I fall short. Let me just be very honest. But guess what? In the times that I've fallen short, in the last month, it's always been someone close to me to say, hey, you do know that you get to say, you get to speak for yourself. You don't have to accept that because it was presented that way. And reminding me of that. That's what I love about connection is someone that not even asking about it, to say, hey, remember, you have a voice. And that's something, because I have more years of being silenced than I do of using my voice. And I know y'all can't tell that I was an introvert. I really was. I didn't talk to people. I was very quiet. Baby, they gave me the mic and I'm talking.
Ain't she
Living out
talking?
loud.
Ain't
Love
she
it.
talking
We
now?
love it.
But we always share these things. That's something that you mentioned, the blessing of being surprised by the relationships we have, because the world stigmatizes women having healthy relationships, and we have participated in that. I know that 10 years ago I would say, girl, I want to be around a whole bunch of women because they messy.
And then what would you say? No new friends.
No new friends. What's some other stuff? For sure. But what we find out is that how this works is we are intentional in keeping these and building them. They are worth working on, working for. And there are the friendships that I know that I've had to grieve because we grew apart.
Right.
And we can't continue. I mean, I love you, but we don't really.
Season.
Right.
The season's over. And I also have some different values today.
Right.
And, it's just, and it's all right. But there's a process of grieving.
There is.
The familiar.
There it is.
Absolutely. The process of grieving the familiar, even though it could have been unhealthy, but it was familiar, and familiarity brings comfortability. And so getting out of that spot of comfortability, being able to actually grow, through the pain of losing that friendship, relationship, or whatever. There's definitely a pain that comes with it. Even though there's a freedom and peace that comes, you still got the pain and the grieving. And so even in that, I'm learning to go through those processes because, y'all know this has been a year for me too, but I'm learning to get through those processes and talk through it, pray through it, feel it in the moment, and be okay with it, and deal with it in the moment. So it's processes to everything, and we just get through it. And it's great when you have friends like y'all to help you get through it, and you can be, authentic and open. So thank y'all.
Girl,
Just
come
be
on.
okay
Yes.
with, every day not being a good day.
Yeah.
And once you can kind of be okay with that, then I think you can go through those trials and and come to a triumph, because
They just wasn't a good
like
day.
they just
But
wasn't a good day, but tomorrow, it's not promised, but
Right.
I'm looking forward to it.
Exactly.
Oh, looking forward
Brand
to
new day.
it. Yeah.
It's a brand new day.
Powerful word that Kawambi said was through. Sometimes we want to get over something, right? Sometimes we want to use another prepositional phrase, right? But to get through, to this side of whatever it is. And then there's still more through to go, but through is such a powerful word. And that's the thing. That really just stuck out to
You
me.
get to the other side.
Not skipping the process.
Right.
Right. Just going through the process and then getting to the other side. Because once we get over it, through it, to the other side, then you're able to help that other person that has to come through that same channel
That's
of
right.
process. Because I don't think anything changes about the actual process of things, the grieving, all of those things. It's just where you stop at, and where you keep going. So your process may be shorter or longer, but we all got to go through those. We got to feel it,
Yeah. And I think that's what God wants for us. We look at it and we always talk about, you got to go through that test to have a testimony. And so your testimony is for someone else.
Right.
So
Are you in my mind?
That's that sister. That is that sister.
But so that we can go through and we can say, yes, it may look this way now, but just press on through. And then when you get to the other side, then you can say, God gets the glory.
Yeah.
And I think, because once we remove self from it, then we can see what God has for us. So I think that's the big picture right there, is having that testimony so that God gets the glory.
That's right. And how that question was about to be, do you ever look back? Are you looking over here?
I really can't see nothing over there.
But my question was going to be, do you ever look at some of the things that we have gone through individually and look at it and say, this wasn't ever about me. This has always been for someone else. Though in the midst, rough, right?
Yeah.
Thugged out. It's a whole thing, right?
Yeah.
But looking back and exactly what you said, T, it's like that was never for me, because it never fails that someone is brought across our path that we get to share that testimony with, and God does get the glory, and so that is outstanding, right?
Yeah, right.
So looking ahead, though, for the new season, what's one of your intentions for what's coming, or what's something that you're looking forward to for the next year?
I would say creating more relationships, expanding my business, because in this business, even though I'm new to entrepreneurship, I have learned so much from all of the ladies within the showroom. We were laughing yesterday talking about, I said something about not being savvy on social media. And he said, well, you wouldn't know. I'm like, I've been looking at your page. I want to do like Marlisa. And so, you don't, like you said, when you do stuff, so don't stop doing what you're doing, because it's not just us watching, everybody's watching, and it's encouraging to say, oh, okay, well, that's how you do that. So for me, in increasing, my product and increasing my knowledge of, this, we get all these degrees, we go to school, but then as with anything, if you don't use it, you do lose it. So to increase my knowledge in what I need to do for my business, so that I can stay in this field of entrepreneurship, because I do love it. I really do.
Well, I do love your bags and your gift bags.
Well, thank you so very much. And I really do love your lip colors.
Doesn't it show?
All 20 of them that I have.
Literal. That's a real statement for her. That's literal. She has. You keep coming back.
Yes. Yes.
How about you, April?
I just want to be more, I guess, for the next year, looking forward, more intentional, and be, more, do more with my business. Just want to be a little bit more intentional, and then be more, do more with my branding. I want to do more. And we did do a lot of things this year with modeling. We had other models, but I kind of want to do myself. I want me.
Yeah. Well, I do love your line. I continually wear that, and I post that on the social media too.
Thank you.
And Katie, what about you?
Well, looking forward to 2026. I want to live the soft life.
All right.
I think I want to sit back a little bit and live a little softer. I've been on a hustle this year.
Oh,
I really have been. I've been going and going and going, but I want to be able to take a back seat. I don't know what that looks like, but
or who's gonna keep you still?
Yeah, I don't know, but I just know I'm putting it out there. I want to live a softer life.
Well, I love that though.
Okay.
So that's intentional though. I love that. I just think about, for me, I want to be able to show up more and more for myself. I know you know, I want to show up in ways that I don't second guess. I know I can present as very confident, but I know that I also am an overthinker. So I second guess, third guess, fourth guess. You know, I want to be able to show up authentically. And even if that changes, because I'm still getting to know more about me, I also would like, and so in that vein, I want to be able to just become who God preserved
I love that.
in me, because he preserved me, and I believe, and I have so much faith, and there's so much more to come. But in that becoming who that is, that's my intention for the next year, to walk in it like it's mine.
Yes.
Like it's mine, like he gave it to me.
Right?
Boldly.
Yeah, boldly.
I believe you already started.
Yes, I
You
do
think
too.
so?
Yeah.
I'm working, but I couldn't do it by myself, and that's one of the things. I couldn't do it alone. I never thought by moving here that I would have so many relationships. I would have so many experiences, that so many memories that are worth remembering, and we get to create memories worth repeating together.
Yes.
And so I'm excited about that.
Me too.
So that at this point, you know, I want to be able to say tonight has reminded me that, you know, birthdays, my birthday is every day. But remind you all that as we celebrate, we get to celebrate one another.
That's right.
And to the ladies that watch, have watched us have these conversations, you know, celebration is what you make it. Each day is a blessing. If you find the little things in life, be able to find the space to look for God in that and say, God, I just thank you for waking me up.
That's right.
For giving me the opportunity to show up again and do something different. And always remember to be beautiful, because that's what we do,
That's it.
right?
That's it.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.
I'm just so pretty. I run this city. I came to party, here to show you how it's done. I look so damn good at the 411. Come a little closer, let me spill the tea. You look so much better sitting close to me. Like